Every project starts in a state of grace. You have an idea, a melody, a concept, a vision, and in that moment, it is perfect. It is pure potential. But there's a point in every project, about halfway through, where that magic dies. The adrenaline fades, the novelty vanishes. You're left with a half-built structure, and for the first time, you see the cracks. This is what I call the messy middle. And if you want to know why you never finish anything, it is because you're failing to survive this exact moment. Psychologically, this phase is the moment of maximum vulnerability. When you start, the ideal version of that project exists only in your mind. But in the messy middle, you're forced to reconcile that ideal with reality. The song doesn't sound as soulful as you imagined. The structure feels weak. The ego, the part of you that craves perfection, panics. It looks at the imperfections and says, "This isn't what we planned." Then it triggers a defense mechanism. It suggests you stop. It whispers that you should abandon this project and move on to a new one, because starting a new one puts you back in that safe, perfect place of pure potential. It's a trap. Discipline in this phase isn't about passion. Passion is for the beginning. Discipline here is an act of resilience. It's the ability to tolerate the frustration of looking at your own work and seeing it for what it is, imperfect. You have to accept that your work is going to be ugly before it becomes great. In my musical work, I've learned that the messy middle is where the actual production happens. If you skip this, you don't have a career. You have a collection of unfinished dreams. You have to move past the need for the work to feel easy or inspired. You have to treat the work like a clinical process. You fix, you refine. You don't need more talent here. You need the capacity to withstand the discomfort of your own inadequacy. Most people collapse here because they define their self-worth by the project. When the project gets difficult, they feel they are failing. But you are not the project, you are the operator. When you reach the messy middle, the goal is no longer to be inspired. The goal is to move the project from concept to finished state. This is the only metric that matters. Every great piece of music, every successful professional strategy I've seen survived this exact desert. The difference between the amateur and the professional is not that the professional never hits the messy middle. It's that the professional knows that the messy middle is exactly where the work begins. Are you in the messy middle right now? I know you are. I can feel the resistance from here. You are currently in the part of the project where you're most likely to lie to yourself and call it not ready. Stop. Your work doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be finished. Go back to that project today and make one single imperfect necessary change. That is how you win. Let me know in the comments what project you are struggling to finish right now. Let's talk about how to push through. Catch you on the next one.